We are going to do repotting. Now first we will understand when to repot or why to repot. One reason for repotting is something like what we do with children. There is a child and at a particular age we bought a dress and the child is grown out of that dress. So you have to put a new dress for that child. So it's something like that. So plant is in a pot, it has overgrown the pot, so it has to now be put in a new pot. Okay, now how do you know this? It's very simple. The plant is telling you that. So one is we use a phrase pot bound. So you will see that the pot is full of this plant. So sometimes you will see roots coming out of the drainage hole. You can see roots sometimes come out of the top also. So that's a good indicator. You need to do the repotting. Second indicator is leaves are drooping, which means you are watering, but the soil is not holding water and the water is just going away. And I'll tell you why that happens. And we will, when we do some repotting today, what we'll do is we'll look at the roots. Those roots you will see that they have coiled. So the pot will have fully the roots. There will be no soil. So then that is also a condition for repotting. Yeah, so 1.5 to 2 years is how frequently you have to repot. It is not that every now and then you have to repot. Some plants, and some of you may have these plants, these like being pot bound, meaning they like being in a tight condition. So I have some of those. One is the ZZ plant, the other is the snake plant. So these continue to grow even if it is pot bound. So avoid the tendency to repot very frequently. So 12 to 18 months is the frequency, and another thing is like we pointed out to Aarti, like how the pot is much larger than the plant. So what happens is again going back to the analogy of the child, if there is a 5-year child, then you have to put dress which matches 5 or 6. If you take a 5-year child and put a 10-year child's dress, there is a mismatch. So same with plants. If you we have a simple thumb rule, which is if you have a plant, then roughly, and this is for foliage plants with leaves, roughly it should be 1 to 2 inches bigger. 2 inches is fine. So let's say the diameter of the plant is 3 inches. So your pot will be 5 inches wide. Okay, and you should also manage the height. So what we found is some plants, for example, one of you has brought a turtle vine here. Now turtle vine doesn't have very deep roots. So meaning, and it may be very big, but you don't need a very deep pot for it. In case of succulent, you have to be more conservative on pot size. You just need to use 1 inch larger pot. That means if there is a 3-inch plant, then you use a 4-inch pot.